Hello everybody and welcome back to the Integrity Botanicals YouTube channel. I'm coming at you guys today with a very fun video because it is about some major trends happening in 2016 and it's contouring and highlighting. So we all know about that. They've been huge for a really long time, but especially prevalent this year. So I wanted to show you guys my favorite way to achieve them. I actually like to use the Kjaer Weis Glow Kit or their bronzer and their highlighter. These are both cream products. It's going to allow you to get a very natural look, but I am also going to give you guys some tips and tricks on how to build it up. So I'm just going to go very, very basic 101 with the contouring. Contouring is just adding shadows to the face where they may not actually be. Can give you cheekbones, can make things look more narrow, can reduce any sort of double chin you may have. Now this isn't voodoo magic, it's not gonna make it go away forever, but it does look beautiful in photos and it can allow you to really, really sculpt those cheeks and that face, even your nose if you decided to do so. Even when we put on eyeshadow, we are like contouring our eyes and we add in a crease line and things like this. So I love these products because you can use them with your fingers, amazing, and they blend out like a dream. So I already have a little bit on right now, so I'm just gonna add a little bit, but mostly talk about technique. So I like to go ahead and use my finger for these products, mostly my ring finger. You can see the tone of this is so pretty. It's not too warm, too cool, and it's also not too pigmented. So if you are afraid, don't be afraid. And if you have oily skin, I highly recommend using this as well. You can just go ahead and set it with some powder bronzer after. So for a really natural look, we're just gonna take it at the temples. Now, if you want to make the forehead look smaller, you're going to bring it up higher and you're gonna bring it in farther. So if you have just a really wide forehead or wide set eyes, go ahead and bring this in and we'll highlight this area too. So we're just gonna add a little bit right there at the temple. I already have quite a small forehead, so I'm not worried about that, but I do, if I'm gonna contour, I like to do the whole thing. And then the most important part is the cheeks, and definitely probably the most difficult. So I'm gonna take a little bit of this. The rule of thumb with the cheeks is not to bring it in too far, to always blend it upwards. And the trick is that you could suck in your cheekbones and it will give you a perfect, perfect line on where to follow. So you're just gonna go like this. Follow that line. I did mine much more softly. You can build this up if you want to. Like I said, I already have a little bit of bronzer on. So then we're just gonna take our finger and we're going to push upwards. If we push it down, it'll look like we have a beard, and if don't bring it past right here, if you look forward where your pupil is, that tends to be a good spot. You don't wanna bring it past because then it'll be all up in your face or all up on your cheeks. So just right there in the hollows. And then I'm also gonna take a little bit and do the jawline. The jawline, you wanna be careful because you can be left with like a very strong line. So we're just gonna take it where you could still kind of see it because we do want the shadow to be noticeable. But with this, instead of blending it up, this we are going to blend down. So that is just a very natural, everyday contoured kind of look on this side of my face. And if you wanted to build it up, my favorite bronzer to use at the moment is 100% Pure. Typically, we like to use something a little bit more cool tone because that is the most realistic shadow. But I personally, if you have yellow-based skin, I think you can pull off a warm bronzer a little bit easier. So I've been loving the 100% Pure. If you have very fair skin, go in with the Gressa Minimalist Serum Bronzer. I am going to talk all about bronzers and swatch them in a couple videos, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss it. But I also love the Delium Tools 942. It's fluffy so you can blend it out. It has that beautiful angle and it's just really easy to use. So I just like a dab will do ya. This stuff is so pigmented, and I am also going to pinch the brush to make it even more tapered. Suck in the cheeks again. You can see we make that line. And this we're just going to blend upwards just in circular motions. Just use a little bit of product. It's so much easier to blend, to build something up than to blend it out. Same thing with a smoky eye. You do gradual building up to the color. So if you want something even more intense than that, go in with another layer. That's all it takes. The technique is very simple. It's just placement I think a lot of people have a hard time with. And then we're just gonna do the same thing with the jawline. Jawline's pretty easy in my opinion because you just blend it down and you can be pretty severe. Make sure you bring it here too, and I like to hit the ears so my ears don't look ghost white. Just blend it down, 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 so you could see the difference. From this side of my face is a little bit of bronzer, but this I really went in and contoured. So just like that, super easy. I want to do something wearable for you guys. I'm not going to do this whole triangle underneath my eyes, things like that, because I know I want you guys to do something that you can achieve day to day if this is something you want to do. It is a couple extra steps, but it is so easy. Now I'm going to go with my favorite part, highlighter. If you haven't tried the Kjaer Weis one, it's amazing because it has a mauve base, so that deeper base really allows it to look good on even if you have deeper skin tones, because it doesn't have a white cast to it at all. It has a mauve base. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take my ring finger. Basic highlighting is typically just on the cheeks, nose, and Cupid's bow, so I'm gonna demo that for you really quick. It just takes a couple of dabs. Highlight, the only thing to be mindful of is to not bring it too much on the cheeks. Luckily, this Kjaer Weis Radiance highlight does not pick up texture too badly, so I highly recommend it if you have textured skin, but regardless, I don't recommend it putting it all over the apples of the cheeks because it can look a little cray-cray. And for me, I just like to take it down the bridge of my nose, but if you want to make the nose look smaller, highlight the bridge and take your pinky and really concentrate it on the tip. It'll make it look cinched, especially if you pair that with a contour. But for anybody just going for a basic highlighted look, bring it all the way down. And one of my favorite spots, the Cupid's bow. It'll just make the mouth look a little poutier. Makes your lipstick look pretty if you want to dab a little on the lips as well. Why not while you're at it? So I'm just gonna do this to the opposite side really quick. Okay, so now that we have the basic highlighting on, you can see that is gorgeous in itself, but nothing is more summery to me than strobing. What is strobing? It's just highlight on crack, basically. So I'm just gonna take a little bit of this in a couple extra places, such as above the brow. If you have oily skin, maybe do not strobe, but normal highlighting definitely do. It's all about the placement of your highlight. If you start putting in the center of your face, it can make you look oily, but for my dry skin girls, this is amazing. Take a little bit more, apply that under your brow as well. Really, really can help frame the face, and also in the inner corners of the eye. And that's it. If you want to add a little bit to the center of your forehead, do that as well, but that is strobing. All right, you guys, that is it. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you liked this video. I wanted to make it as digestible and actually wearable as humanly possible. I would wear this look every single day. I think it really adds a little something. I think it's easy enough. I mean, hello, all you need is your fingers. The brush is optional, only if you would prefer to use a powder. If you only want to use powder, do the same technique. If you only want to do cream, do the same technique. Both will just help lock it into place all day and will also help add the drama. So links to all these products, of course, will be down below. You could buy the Kjaer Weis products in a kit. It's called the Glow Kit. I think you save a couple bucks if you buy them separately, and that will qualify you for free shipping on the Integrity Botanicals website. But if you like this video, give it a big thumbs up and subscribe. We upload new videos every single Monday and Friday. You guys don't want to miss any of this. And all product links and social will be listed down below. Follow us there. We make updates about what's new on the website. We make updates about when we're posting. It really, really keeps you involved with us. But that is it for this episode. I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.